At a two-day event in Lagos to bring players and investors together to find lasting solutions to the many challenges facing the real estate in Nigeria. One of the convener of the program talked about why the program is very important and relevant.
All right, this exact question you have asked is the reason why we, put up the Africa Real Estate Summit Awards and Expo, because we've been able to identify that there are quite a lot of challenges, not just in Nigeria. If you travel very well and travel to other parts of Africa, to Gambia, or you also see you just saw somebody who also came from Cape Verde. So it's the same challenge, almost a peculiar challenge, but especially in West Africa. So these challenges are enormous. But we want to sort them one after the other, and that's why some of these challenges that we have identified, some of the key challenges is about information. In one summary is information. If the information that is out there in terms of real estate, if it's poor, people run with that information. Of course, you're going to see some of these challenges play out. For instance, people think that when you talk about real estate, it's about buying and selling of lands alone. Do you understand? So it boils down to information. And that's why we said, let's put up a platform that can be able to solve this problem. And that's why we have the Africa Real Estate Summit. When investors does not also know what he should look at, he may, invest and miss. So there are people who have the money to invest, but they don't even know how to invest. They don't know how to go about it. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to, and that's why they say at the end of the day, maybe their money is duped or something, and they say, oh, real estate is bad, it's a bad business, all right, or a pop. And then also for developers as well, when they also don't know how to be able to design an investment opportunity that, that has passed all the test of time and that is very valuable, they too also have that challenge. So this is where we come in to bring that balance for whether you are a developer, and it goes beyond just, like I said, lands and property. We have interiors, you have paints, all right? The manufacturing company in painting, interior designs, all of these people make up the stakeholders. They're all the stakeholders of. So we want everybody to come together so that we can be able to solve that problem. You share what the problem that you are going within your sector in the real estate, every other person shares that, and then we profile a solution at the end of the day.
Comparing Cape Verde real estate sector and that of Nigerian Alain de Cartelia, a Belgian real estate investor, pointed out that land registration is important in Cape Verde, but logistical problems arise in Nigeria.
Repeated things that I heard here today. In Cape Verde, as in Europe, we have a land registry. So it's very important as an investor, you make sure you have a land registry. So the land is known, it's the property of the one that is selling it or building apartments or whatever. So that would be the main thing to check. And then see the opportunities. What are the opportunities? Do people want to come to your resort or to your investment? Do they don't they want to come? It's popular, it's not popular. So location is very important in our business. There are some logistic challenges to get things done in time and operate in time. That's the main problem we have. Also the laws, if they could be, we have the European Union, so laws are strictly everywhere around about the same. So in Africa it changes. So from land to land it has you have to take account of other things. So that's our challenge really.
Tunde Obileye, describing the sector, says it's an investable sector, but the challenge is if it actually makes profits as described.
Investing is good, and you look for where to put your money. Real estate has become the go-to investment because we need shelter, and people always feel that, well, I can put my money in real estate and it will grow in value over time, because that's just, again, a natural occurrence. However, the challenge I have is that, do we really make a lot of money in that sense? Particularly in a place like Nigeria, and I'm actually being specific about Nigeria now. And that is not to say that you can't make money, but I'm just wondering that when you look at all the challenges, poor workmanship, poor policy, no regulation per se. Yes, on paper there is regulation, but then the system is so broken. You to get justice or redress in court, legal system is weak. Police, law enforcement, is weak. Even income per capita is low. You're wondering how do you really sustain your investment? So a lot of times we buy a property, let's say 40 million, and in a few years it's 70 million, and you believe that okay, you sell, you make 30 million. But when you look at all that you've done to keep that property, to maintain it, I mean, I'm yet to find any property that has been developed to standards. There is always a problem. And once you've taken possession, the developer says, hey, you know what, you've taken possession, what's my business with it? In some cases, they may give you a little window, or 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months, that if anything goes wrong, they will fix it. But you are not even sure they will fix it in the right manner anyway. So you have a leakage, they will patch it up and hand over to you. So you find that you're spending so much time and energy and money to fix what should be investment for you. And when you monetize, when you put monetary value to all of that, whatever you've done, it's already eating up a lot of that profit. So I'm always wondering, is it really worth it? Yes, in terms of you have money somewhere that if you sell the property or the investment, you can pull out chunk money, then yes, it works. But when you look at all the hassle, I'm always asking myself, do you really need all this aggravation?
A realtor with Adron Homes, Vivian Nwachukwu, talked about the development of the sector in Nigeria and Africa at large, but stated that investors continue to fall into the wrong hands, while advising that due diligence should be made when investing in the sector.
We've come a long way from the days of mud houses and fetching water from the rivers, from the days of earth roads and unclean waters, all because of real estate. And we know that development in Nigeria today is yet to get to the peak where we say we are mature in terms of technological devices applied in housing system. But we are heading somewhere. So far, so good. We've come a long way. We have different real estate brands working towards maintaining global housing standard in Nigeria, trying to eradicate unprofessional or untechnological squatter settlements around the country. There is no country in the world that doesn't have its slum area, but majority of the slum area you find in Africa. But because of the movement of Africans outside there that have gone to learn about real estate and they are back, you understand, to replicate what they saw out there, I believe Nigeria and Africa as a whole have come up to a stage of where you will say, oh, these people have something, or these people are not that local, they are not that backward. Yes, we are developing and we'll get there, like I said. Well, for people investing and losing, I think they met the wrong set of people, because in every country and for every good there's a bad, for every advantage there's a disadvantage. In as much as we have people that have gone out there to learn about real estate and come back here to replicate what they know and what they've learned out there to bring the nation or Africa as a whole to a global standard, there are some people that also do their own thing in a wrong way, unprofessionally. These are the people that go out on their way to dupe people and scam people. Somebody investing their hard-earned money in something they feel is tangible, land or house. At the end of the day, you find out that that thing is not real. Maybe it belongs to another person, and before you know what's happening, they're going to court, or maybe the person will lose it entirely because the person was not well informed. And that is where this kind of program put together comes to play, where people come to know the real people that you can invest with. Because when they come out like this, now you know Adron Homes, when we come out like this, there is no place to hide. Anything that is about us will be visible and people will speak. But it's left for you to come closer and know this particular set of people that you want to invest your money with in terms of real estate investment or building your houses and structures. You need to know these people upfront and personal, not just anybody you see you sink your money into whatever it is they say they are doing, you're bound to lose your money.
The sector, as described by many as a profitable one, still has a lot of challenges. But at the African Real Estate Summit, professionals in the sector preferred solutions to the many issues that poses as a threat to the development of the sector.